Okay, so let's take a look at the other endings. Let's look at Taggart's ending.
If you do this, first-hand experience with corporate negligence on such a grand scale may convince mankind to enact harsh restrictions on human enhancement research. Are you sure this is your choice?
Yes.
So be it then.
Freedom. To those who don't have it, it's more valuable than gold. But where should it start and end? We humans often think we have the right to expand, absorb, convert, or possess anything we need to reach our dreams. But time and time again, hasn't this led to conflicts with others who essentially believe the same thing? Looking back on the challenges I faced, at the way I often resolve them, I realize morality can become our saving grace. Most of the time, didn't I try to keep my values in mind, knowing how my actions would affect others? More often than not, I resisted the urge to abuse power and resources simply to reach my goals more swiftly. I managed to hang on to my humanity. But the temptation to ignore it was always there. It's that temptation that so worries Taggart. He's not afraid of freedom. He's afraid of the chaos that erupts when individuals have nothing but morality to constrain them. He wants us to regulate enhancement technologies because he fears all that power, without limits, without guide rails to keep us from abusing it. Absolute freedom is no better than chaos. Society needs laws and regulations to protect it. So if the men and women behind Taggart need to work in the shadows, pulling strings to enable us to head in a safe direction, will supporting them be all that bad? If they're as wise as Taggart says, how bad will their leadership be? I just hope they stand by what they say.
Laws and regulations part, but saying, hey, how bad could letting the Illuminati run things be? It's like, really? Alright, now we're going to take a look at Darrow's ending.
If you do this, the unadulterated truth in Darrow's confession may well convince mankind to cast all science and technology aside, to ensure that future generations grow up free and whole. Are you sure this is your choice?
Yes.
So be it then.
Let's see what Jensen says about this one.
Albert Einstein said, technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal.
Huh.
Took me a while, but I finally see his point. How often have we chased the dream of progress only to see it perverted? More often than not, haven't the machines we built to improve life shattered the lives of millions? And now we want to turn that dream on ourselves to fundamentally improve who we are. Experience has shown me how dangerous that can be. How many times in the Call of Duty did I almost fall into the trap of taking shortcuts, abusing my abilities or the resources at hand? I resisted. Barely at times, because I valued human lives and considerations. Can I truly despise others who fall? Technology offers us strength. Strength enables dominance, and dominance paves the way for abuse. Darrow understood this. He knew that using technology to become something more than we are risks losing our ability to love, aspire, or make moral choices. The very things that make us human. It also risks giving some men the power to make others what they choose, regardless of the cost to human dignity. The suffering Darrow inflicted is not the end of the world. It is merely the seed for change. And change never comes without pain.
Again, going to the extreme. Alright, and now, last but not least, well, for me anyway, but lastly, the last choice amongst these 4 endings. The one where I self-destruct this place.
If you do this, the world will be left with questions and may never reach a consensus. Are you sure this is your choice?
Yes.
We have little time left, Adam. And might I say, it has been a pleasure.
Deus Ex Machina. I saw all the endings.
Do I trust mankind to save itself? That's what Eliza was asking. The truth is, I don't know. After everything I've seen, all the fighting and the chaos around me, I only know what I want to believe. Somehow, human decency will triumph. These past few months, I've faced many life-threatening situations. I could have given up many times, but my need to know the truth, to uncover the secrets that others were hiding, and to survive, forced me to keep on going. Most of the time, I tried to keep my values in mind, knowing my actions did not have to harm others. I held on to my humanity, resisting the urge to abuse power or resources in order to meet my goals. And in the end, I got the job done. But does this mean I have the right to choose for everyone? No. Because it isn't up to me. It isn't up to Darrow, Sarif, or Taggart either. Ordinary men and women will have to decide together what course mankind should take. The kind of people who time and time again have picked and chosen the future in highly practical ways. Slowing change when it's negative, speeding it up when it's good. Can they do it again? I don't know. But I do know I'm not about to let anyone in this station, myself included, stand in their way.
I just find that funny considering what I find out in Mankind Divided, but because clearly that is not the case when you play Mankind Divided. So yeah, I mean, I can understand if you do like that ending choice. I mean, there's good... The thing about the endings, why I can understand why a lot of people would be indecisive, each of those endings have good points. They each have their own merits. But I just felt like Jensen was going to the extreme with each different ending there. And I felt like that was a little unfair, because then it just makes it seem like there's both good and bad, which I guess is probably the point. And why a lot of people feel like they become extremely indecisive with those. I mean, whatever ending you choose, obviously, you know, it's your preference. There's no good or bad answer here, you know, in terms of which ending is the best, which one is better than the other. I only know that because of what we find out in Mankind Divided, I'm pretty sure that that is certainly not the canon ending. That last one there. Because Jensen survives. Sarif survives. Because they both are in Mankind Divided. So, you know, I think Taggart survives. I don't remember if I actually saw Taggart in Mankind Divided, but it kind of nullifies the self-destruct ending. So you pretty much have to decide which of the other three endings. And again, there's no right or wrong answer there. It's just a matter of what your preferences and what you feel is the best choice for that ending. I mean, it's up to you. You know, but for my playthrough, as I said before, I made a choice, and I don't feel like the extreme of what it was said is the ideal way to go about it, but that's how apparently Jensen sees it. So, but anyway, those are the other endings for this game. And that's pretty much going to be it now for Human Revolution. I'm so glad that, for one thing, that I was able to conclude this, because I realized I took a big break. It's been like a year, like over a year since I started this playthrough, and I'm finally finishing it. And for those of you who were enjoying it and waited patiently for me to get back to this and have come back to see how it concludes, I appreciate it and I thank you for that. And I hope that you will join me when I eventually delve into Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. And I hope to see you guys when I do so. I'll see you then.